Hello, everybody.
Hey. Another Sunday.
Yes. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Kara. Can you believe it? This is episode 9 of our double feature
Man. Oh, yeah.
series.
Look at that. Going up.
Yeah, yeah.
Moving on up.
Okay, you guys, tonight we're diving in to two. Do I hear echo? Or was that just me?
Oh, no, that wasn't you, but I thought you froze so minute there. That was funny. You
Oh, I
just was
did.
like,
Oh, no, that was me turning my head.
oh, yes. Oh, technical difficulties.
Oh, yes, yes. If I know we have some people in the comments. We have TG. Hey, how you doing? Good evening.
Hey.
Yeah, and TG, let me know if you can let me know if you hear an echo. I thought I did, but sometimes I'm just
I
hearing
don't hear
things.
anything.
Okay.
Oh,
So we're
yeah,
gonna
I
get
hear
right
you.
into it, you guys. So today we're doing the double feature. Oh well, no, we always got to start with what we're drinking, right here.
Oh,
Oh, I don't hear you. Oh, I can't hear you, Kira.
I did mute myself. Oh, no, that was
Oh,
me. I
okay.
muted myself by mistake. Oh, yeah. That's why I was laughing. I said, oh, technical difficulties. Delay. Oh, no. I did that myself by mistake.
I'm dead. I was like, oh Lord.
I know that would be so. That's funny though. I mean, I love
Yeah,
the little
I love
tips
it.
here and there.
We
We go over
raw and
there. We roll
we
with it.
raw and unfiltered over here.
Live,
Okay.
live.
I wonder if we should do our films first, and then we can say what we're drinking. Kind of goes with the tone.
Yeah, let's do that. Why not?
Okay. Okay, you guys. So our film pairing tonight.
Ooh,
Yes,
we love
yes,
it. We love it.
yes. Is the 2019 film. Oh, that's supposed to be The Good Liar. I don't like that.
That's okay. We can tell people The Good Liar.
The Good Liar. And then the 2024 film, The Wasp. So The Good Liar is Kira's pick, and The Wasp is my pick.
Oh yes, and two good films. I enjoyed The Wasp as well, but yes, I think putting these two together for varied reasons, which we'll discuss tonight, is a classic. I love this pairing. I think this was fun.
Yeah, so this theme tonight was all about betrayal and mind games, and when we talk a little bit about each film,
Revenge.
oh, revenge, yes, yes. And when we talk about these two films, you'll see why we thought they would be a great double feature to pair together.
For sure. Okay, but the tea, what are we drinking? I'll say we're drinking Earl Grey tea, you guys, a classic staple. You can give us a little background, a little description of why we decided to go with this classic staple, Earl Grey, based off the two films we chose.
Yes, it's a smoky Earl Grey, and we wanted to pick this because it's, dark, unsettling, tense to go with the tones of both films. So, nice and simple, but still matches the tone.
Oh, definitely. Can't go wrong with Earl Grey tea, though. I feel like I could pair this with everything going forward.
Oh yeah, it's just like simple.
This might be our staple for spooky season. Just Earl Grey.
We might try to spice it up. We're gonna spice
Earl
up
Grey all day.
We're gonna spice up those blends. Okay, let me just go through the chat. We have Gory. Hey Gory, what's up?
Hey.
Oh, Mama Blu-ray.
Oh, Mama Blu-ray. Twice in a row with spoils. Love it.
Yes. And then TG said can't have a live stream without the teas. Yes.
Of course.
It's awesome. And again, everyone, let me know because I'm paranoid. Let me know if the sound is okay.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It sounds good on my end.
Okay.
I mean, it's funny. We can play it back and it could be all muffled and muted. That would be funny.
And that's what happens. I'm like, oh, it sounded crisp. But then when I play it back, I'm like, no.
That's not crisp.
Okay, so we're going to get right into it, you guys. Because again, what's our motto, Kira?
Oh, yes, we're here for a good time, not a long time. And, we actually are going to refer to our notes. We're trying to utilize a script, you guys, going forward to keep us on track, to keep us a little bit more organized. So Meka and I both took notes on our films. And so I'm hoping, that'll even, keep us more centered. And, we might even be out of here a little bit sooner, before an hour, possibly.
Ooh, yes, yes. Okay, so we're going to start. So the first thing we're going to do is just get into these film overviews. And we'll start with Kira's pick, The Good Liar.
Oh, yes. So I'll just describe this. The Good Liar. Oh, can we talk about the cast? So it stars Helen Mirren and Ian McKellen. Honestly, if you didn't know what this film is about, all you would have to do is show me like the cover with just these two actors on it, and I'd be like, I'm there. I don't even need to know what it's about, honestly. Like, I'm there. I don't care if it was just reading the yellow pages, like the cast alone, right? But it stars Helen Mirren and Ian McKellen. Oh, should I go into detail right now about what it's about?
Yeah,
Or
just give a nice overview. Yeah.
Okay, yes. These are our two main title characters, and Ian McKellen, he plays like he would be. I describe him as our villain of this
Mhm.
film, like our bad guy, and he plays a con artist, Roy Courtney, who sets his sight on what he believes to be a wealthy widow, played by Helen Mirren's character. And her name, I love it, Betty. Betty McLeish. I hope I'm saying that right.
Betty.
Yes, but both have secrets that tend to they do unravel throughout the film, and it's you're trying to figure out who's actually playing who. That's the best way I'll describe it.
Okay, that's a good overview. Great overview. Okay, and then going over to The Wasp.
Ooh.
Okay, I said The Wasp stars, again, great performances from both our casts. It stars who I love, and I always don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, Kira. Naomi Harris.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. You brutalizing that girl? What?
No, because I always get her. Like my other actress. I always I don't know for some reason why I get their names confused.
No, you got it.
Okay, Naomi Harris and then Natalie Dormer. And this is a tense reunion between two women that spirals into a chilling game of revenge. So these are two childhood friends who reconnect, and the way they reconnect is interesting, and why they reconnect is crazy.
Agreed.
Yes, and this all unravels. This reunion all unravels. Well, no, it's not one day. It wasn't one day. I think it was
it was a series of days. But I think what's unique to this film is the tense parts of the film takes place in like one setting where both characters are kind of going back and forth with regards to the dialogue and why they've actually connected.
And TG said, "Nice to see Sir Ian." Oh yes, he's a great, just great. Okay. I'll star that. I always seem to lose my spot.
Oh yeah, no, I appreciate you doing the chat. I mean,
I know, yeah. I know we said we're going to
start doing that. We'll alternate, but
yeah, we're going to alternate. So why did we pair these two films together?
Oh yes, well, you know what's really interesting to me is like again, we kind of mentioned already the themes. Like both films are unique in the sense that they do a really, really good job in terms of following similar storylines, even though they're slightly different. So I love the game, if you will, like the play, the chase between like not necessarily knowing the motives of each of our characters in both films. It keeps you guessing constantly. Like The Good Liar, I find that you're not necessarily sure what you can trust. Like Ian McKellen's character clearly is conniving and manipulative and like seedy and honestly evil and a liar.
And this was a first time watch for me. Kira had saw this one before, so I really enjoyed watching this one. This one had me on the edge of my seat with all the twists.
A lot of twists, and you don't even see that's the perfect idea of the twist when it's done right. You didn't see a lot of what happened in this film coming, and I think it does a really good job with like the flashbacks when you see the gravity of like what took place in the past versus both characters in present day. It just adds so much depth to why what motivates Helen Mirren's character Betty and what's motivating Ian's character.
And what I loved about Ian's character, Roy, is I do love how the film straight off the bat shows his character. Like they don't shy away from that. This is not a bad guy off the bat.
Oh, this is a bad guy?
This is a bad guy. Yeah, this is a bad guy.
I was like, girl, what? This isn't a bad Baby, it was crystal clear.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Karen. They don't sugarcoat it right off the bat. You know that this is an evil man who's trying to take advantage of this woman. Yeah, they don't sugarcoat it. And I like that. And I was kind of taken aback, like, okay, so where is this going to go? Why is he honed in on this? Well, we know why he's honed in on this Betty character, but how's this going to play out?
Oh, yeah, there's no redeemable qualities, I will say, in regards to his character by any means. And I know when I actually was first watching this film, I'm always hopeful and optimistic that there are these redeeming qualities. Like the person might shift or have an eye-opening experience that has them see things with new clarity. But no, not for him by any means. And
Mhm.
so I was more fixed on, okay, why is he like this? And
Mhm.
clearly he's been doing this for years. Like, we
Mhm.
find him as an older man, and it just shows, when you watch the film and it goes back and forth, it shows that this has been who he is since he's like a young adult, which is
Mhm.
a youth, an adolescent actually. And so
Mhm.
it's just like, oh wow, like this. What was really shocking to me is it really does show some people are inherently just bad.
Yeah, evil.
They would
Yeah.
be different, but like that's what it trained and fixed me on, is like, oh wow, there's no redeemable qualities here. And so I was very hopeful in terms of like where it started and where it was going to end. And what I
Mhm.
will say without giving too much away is Helen Mirren is equally as clever and on top of her game in terms of her interactions and how she actually maneuvers things.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that. Yeah, and what you were talking about with Roy's character, I loved how they did the flashbacks, like you said, to when he was younger, and you see that he's inherently a bad person. But I also liked how they showed that as a youth to where he is now, how he honed his skill to be this, conniving con man, this evil, vindictive person. That was very interesting to see.
Oh yeah, and it just goes to show too that people can be quite brilliant and smart even if it's bad intentions.
Mhm.
Like,
Mhm.
so it wasn't lost on me that he was able to master this skill for like the majority of his life, all for the most part. Honestly,
Mhm.
he
Mhm.
just played this same game.
Mhm. Yeah, but again, like you said, I do love Betty's character because she's not the little old lady she portrays herself to be. And when you see the twist, that was so surprising. Kira told me to wait for it, and I just was like, "Whoa."
Oh, it completely reframes the whole story. And it really does force the audience to reconsider who the victim is. And even if you
Ooh.
are victimized, are you justified with the extent of where you take your revenge?
Mm. Yeah, that's true. Well, how do you let revenge consume you?
Well, I understand it. I think
Mhm.
the question is, are you capable of leaving the past in the past,
Mhm.
depending on how harsh, like, what you went through was? Or
Mhm.
can you truly get over things if you don't have some sense of justice?
Oh, I like
So
that.
yeah,
Yes.
so I just feel as though is you'll never know, like, unless you're in these situations, but I
Mhm.
think, gosh, when you see the losses
Oh, yeah.
that,
Yeah.
like, when you see the losses of what I won't give too much away, but one of the characters goes through is so compounded and so layered that to be able to move on with your life and know that a person is existing in the world and they're solely responsible for the brunt of what you've
Yeah.
lost and being okay with that. I mean, you're a bigger person than me. You're a
Yeah,
bigger person
no.
than me.
And you heard me in the other room when all that stuff came out. I was like flabbergasted. I was like, okay, I understand it now. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And what I will say is, what I like about this film specifically is even seeking revenge didn't necessarily mean that I have to end your life or harm you. What it meant was, let's be equal in terms
Mhm.
of what I've lost and what you
Oh.
should lose.
Or in terms of being equal in terms of you losing that which was most important to you.
Oh,
'Cause
exactly. And for
they
both
definitely had
characters.
yeah, they
Yeah.
definitely had different ideas of that to see what was more important to each person. But yeah. Okay, we
Hmm.
just have TG said, I guess the childhood friendship is toxic. Oh yes, for the wasp.
Oh yes, 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 yes. We about to jump there.
Mhm.
Yeah, when we think, oh, we'll go back to like things, but yeah, let's jump into the Wasp
Okay.
really
Hey,
quickly.
Jamie. Just want to say hey to
Hey,
Jamie. And hey, Del.
hey, Dan.
Okay, yes, so we'll go into that. Ugh, the Wasp.
Oh, now this one, oh, my gosh. Can I say I really felt for what was Naomi's character name in this? I forget.
Oh, let me see. I forget. Oh, wait.
I
I thought I wrote it down, but
thought I had it in the notes. I saw that you gave me your notes. I'm just trying to
yeah,
see.
let me get it. I'll get it real quick.
Oh yeah, Natalie. No, no, no. Sorry.
No, I'll get it.
Oh yeah, get it. I can't remember the character's name, but oh my God, what I will say about Naomi's performance was, again, everything that she plays in, she commands the
Oh, she was
screen.
Heather.
No, Heather?
Yeah, and Natalie Dormer was Carla.
Okay, Heather. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I really felt bad for Heather. Let me just explain initially. When you encounter her firstly, she just seems very guarded, very kind of meek, a little bit insular. Like even though she's in this marriage, you clearly see signs that aren't verbalized about like living this life that is not what it seems on the surface. And without giving too much away, that the scene when people will over and
Oh yeah. Well,
oh my
you could
goodness,
tell
so
you could
sad.
tell her marriage is broken. Is
Yeah,
not
you
a
see
help.
that.
Yeah. Hmm.
But I was trying to figure out, okay, like they're reconnecting. Clearly, they have history. They know each other.
Hmm.
And you saw that she was seeing me trying to reconnect. So I said, oh wow, maybe this is her connecting with her friend in a sense, right, to help her get out of this bad marriage, right, to
Hmm.
help me break free. And I was like, okay, this was her ride or die back in the
Yeah.
day. She ran into her and like, I need my girl who was a little bit more street smart, a little bit can hold her own, a little bit maybe
Hmm.
tough, a little rough around the edges. I'm going
Hmm.
to connect with her because she can do what I can't do.
Hmm.
And again, flips it completely entirely on
Yes.
his head. Where
Yes.
once you see the twist in this film, I was like, wow,
Hmm.
okay. So
Hmm.
revenge, betrayal,
Hmm.
revenge, but the path it took, I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I would have did all that.
Yeah,
I
that
don't know if I would
ended.
have did all that.
I will say the ending for this movie was jaw dropping. I did not see that coming.
I just felt like, oh, I don't know if I would have did all that. I mean, at the end of the day, you're getting the individual people who need to get their just desserts truly are
Yeah.
going to get their just desserts, even if you don't see it. It's kind of like we know where they're going to land, the outcome. But when you see kind of the choice that was made, I'm like, oh wow, that's drastic.
Hmm.
Very drastic. I felt like I could maybe have done it differently, but hats off. You definitely they got their just desserts.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And this one, and I don't want to give too much away with this one because I will say that the friendship, like you said, the reconnection took a twist. I mean, can we say, I don't know if that would give too much away if you say why she reconnected with her initially?
No, I don't think so. I think that again, I think we can describe it in a way that it doesn't give the film away. So what I would say about this is it does a really good job with doing flashbacks as well. So you definitely see how the two were connected as children.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the disconnect which occurred is what one person lacked was the could some might say was the reason why they chose to treat the other person this way,
Mm.
despite the person being the cause of what their life circumstances were.
Yeah.
And it just leads me to believe sometimes that, okay, maybe because of what we experience, this is why we treat people a certain way or harm people.
Mhm.
It doesn't justify abuse or
Mhm.
mistreatment, but you can kind of see a rationale.
Yeah.
But even in those flashes, it didn't make me think that, again, this wasn't a situation that would have improved itself until you
Mhm.
actually get all of the reveals and say, oh, wow, okay.
Mhm. Okay, yeah, I think that's a good I was actually thinking of the reason too why she connects with her. Like I think you could say that in terms of the husband.
Oh, yes, yes,
Yes,
exactly.
so I'm gonna say that. So she when she reconnects with this friend, she has a big favor to ask. And one of those favors is, well, it is the favor. She needs Carla to kill her husband.
Oh, yeah. We imply that a bit in terms of like, oh, maybe we know her marriage. We see her marriage is fractured, broken
Mhm.
in lots of ways. It's evident. And again, we don't necessarily see like all of these scenes, but the scenes we do see paint a really vivid picture in terms of what this marriage has looked like for
Mhm. Mhm.
years, most likely.
Mhm.
And I think that because they were friends, yes, I'm gonna connect with her because we've definitely taken two different paths in our lives. And that comes into play too, where we
Oh
find them in
yeah.
terms of status, of
Oh yeah.
course.
Yeah, because
Um,
Heather's well-to-do. It appears that she's living in an affluent neighborhood. Her husband is successful, whereas Carla, we find she's a cashier at a
no
local.
shade, no tea to the
No
cashier.
shade, no shade, no tea. At a local grocery store, has multiple children, also married, but her marriage too seems to have its issues. And what's perceived from when they do the flashbacks when they're kids, we see that Carla, had that tougher exterior. So it makes you believe like, oh, that's why she might be asking her to do this task for her.
Well, yeah, and I maybe throw you a couple coin, a little bit of money, to help your circumstances out. You clearly are worse off than I am. So
Mhm.
it's one of those things like, oh, okay, of course she's gonna do it. But
Yeah,
again,
but I said that's crazy. Like you haven't seen your friend in like years, and when you reconnect, the first thing you ask is, "Oh, I need you to kill my husband."
well, I think when you first see the
Yeah, I
film,
know
like, that's
why.
quite shocking for
Yeah,
sure. And I was even taken aback in terms of, like, until we learn more. Oh, wow,
yeah.
that for the most part would be maybe off-putting to most
Mhm,
people. Like,
mhm,
we reconnect, maybe we catching up on, like, how life has been, and then maybe you can throw in a little bit of, "Hey, can you help me with my husband?" versus, "No, this is why I need you." And
mhm.
again, there wasn't any fear I found
Oh
on
yeah,
her part about, like, listening and kind of figuring, like, what if she's gonna take part in this. It
mhm.
was like it wasn't a no.
No, let me just go to the chat real quick. We have hi Jim. He said hello, ladies and everyone in the chat. I hope everyone is doing well this evening. Yes, thank you for
Ooh, thank
stopping by.
you.
TG said Naomi Harris was in the two Pirates of the Caribbean films, Dead Man's Chest, and at World's End. Yeah, she's been in quite a few things. I love her. She's a great actress. Hey Sin, she said hello, hello. Don't think I've seen either of these. Wow,
Ooh, Sin, we need you
so
to.
good.
And Sin, try to do a double feature, like pair the both of them together, or
Mhm.
watch them in close proximity of one another.
Oh yes, because they definitely are on similar tracks and they do pair really, really well together.
Oh yeah, I'm just kind of looking at my notes just to see in terms of compare and contrast what I put. So for the Good Liar, I know
Oh,
we had referenced. It's almost like if you're a person that loves like a classic con artist type of film,
yeah.
I feel like you like the Good Liar specifically based off that, and it's definitely suspenseful. It's a thriller that's a little bit more polished in that tradition.
Mhm,
The Wasp, I feel, is a little bit more bare bones. It's like very raw,
mhm,
very much emotionally brutal.
mhm.
And when it finally strips itself down and you bear witness to like why she truly connected with this person, it's like, oh wow. Okay, clearly.
Yes.
And it's unique to what in both films, both characters have held on to the harm that's been done to them since childhood. Like when you think about it, since adolescence.
Mhm, mhm. Oh, who do we just have? Wayne coming in. Hey, Wayne. He said Naomi
Hello.
Harris was also, yep, in 28 Days Later.
Mhm.
Hi, my favorite twin. Sorry I'm late. Oh, yep, he's in the future in Sydney.
Gotcha. No
Oh,
worries,
yes.
Wayne. We always love to see you.
Yep, and she's one of my favorite final girls, Serena, in 28 Days Later. So good.
Oh, yes. Oh my God, I love that Wayne said I'm a terrible liar, LOL.
Oh, yeah, he said, I think the first time I noticed Harris was, yep, 28 Days Later. I like her acting too.
Oh, very good. Yes. Oh, and
Yes.
Wayne, what I will say about the good liar is you clearly in this film you have to be a good liar. Like,
Mhm,
Ian McKellen's character clearly was the ultimate con man.
mhm,
Again, we're meeting him and Helen Mirren's character older in life. And
mhm.
so he's been a con man since his teen years. So that
Yep.
just shows you how good you have to be to master that craft and be a very good liar. And I
Mhm,
find that even like he was really masterful in terms of even if you thought you got the upper hand against him, he already had a situation or scenario or response, like a rationale of why he moved. Um, every action had a reason.
mhm, mhm. Yep, and maybe we can go into just a little bit so we can let people know some of the themes that are kinda in
Oh,
each
sure,
film.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. Let's start with so I would say for The Good Lies, some things we already talked about. So, it does some flashbacks. So we know some of the things we noted were, deception and love, age, and financial security, and that kinda all ties in to throughout the film, while how you see these 2 people are connected, why you see that Roy is interested in Betty's character specifically, and also too the trajectory. Like we said, they do a lot of flashbacks with the both characters younger to where they are now.
Mhm. And yeah, I agree. The Wasp, we noted the themes were revenge. I would say the revenge is a theme in The Good Liar as well.
Definitely, definitely.
Trauma, and also trauma is a
Oh
theme
yeah,
within The Good Liar as well, right?
yes,
And then shifting power is a similar theme in both films. They
yeah.
both do a great job with all three. And then both are psychological suspense thrillers is how I would describe them. Oh, psychological warfare when you think about it, because the wits, they're playing each other with nothing but like my thinking, my plan of action, my does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. What I would say too, because you noted on that too, Kira, I would say to me the Good Liar moves a little bit at a faster pace, whereas the Wasp, like you said, it reads more like in that climax, like a one room play. A lot of it feels kind of like like a play to me. Like you don't really move that many different scenes like to different areas, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, I think that the one shot in that film that's probably the longest is when you have both characters in the house. Like, I'm not going to give anything away, but there's a big chunk of the film where they have dialogue between the two of them that just takes place, with them sitting in front of one another and just going back and forth with regards to their interpretations of things. I thought that was really unique too, is that in each film, when both have with one another, their perceptions of what happened are drastically different. And even when confronted with the reality of who they are and what they did, there's no ownership, right? And even if there is some ownership, they're trying to justify the means in terms of why they did the things they did.
But I also like that how I could get to that you can have two totally different perceptions of something that happened at a specific time. A person can't.
I get that, but the reason why I won't, and you guys know I usually give people grace. The reason why I will not give in both films what you perceive as the bad guy characters any grace is because there's no way, and when you guys watch this film, there's no way they should not have known that they have caused harm or responsible for wrongdoing. And so in that sense, even if you said like I was motivated because of money or I was motivated because of jealousy, okay, like that motivates quite a bit of people, but own that. It was still no type of ownership for me, accountability with regards to me causing this harm that stayed with people decades.
But again, too, like if you are a narcissist, I can only imagine, because I'm not, I can see how you could have a different perception, and which these characters did. They saw no ownership.
Oh, well, that's a whole different story. Yeah, if you're a narcissist, if you're a sociopath, if you're a psychopath, I'm speaking to air at that point. Because you're never gonna be wrong in any situation if you fall in that category. But it's not lost on me. Some people who don't fall into that category, who still do harm, don't necessarily say I am wrong solely. This is my fault. It's I am wrong. It's no, I did this because of this. I did this because of this. Okay.
Yeah, and you know what I love? I love the people who, like, when you explain to how they hurt you, they started off with like, "Oh, I'm sorry you felt that way."
Oh yeah, like,
that's the worst.
Respectfully. That wasn't my intention. Respectfully. Okay, girl.
Yes. Oh, hold on. Let me just go to the chat because it's getting away. Hold on. So Wayne said it's cold. Oh, still winter in Australia. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. We are wrapping up summer here, about to go into fall, and I'm ready.
I'm ready because I can't.
This the weather.
Yeah, this heat is cold red. I haven't seen any of these. Gory said. Wayne said me neither.
Well, you guys have to, and I would love to get your input, thoughts, comment. Like if you get to watch the films. And check them out soon. We'd love to comment. Let us know what your thoughts are.
And then Wayne said, "Twins, are you going to do a chat about the Florida project?" Oh yeah, I'm so excited for that second sight edition coming out. Oh, we probably do because I don't know. I don't know if that's on people's radar, but it's a beautiful film. One of my favorites from Sean Baker. Yeah, maybe we will.
And we watched that when it first came out. We actually did like a watch party with a couple of friends. So it was so interesting to see. And hear everyone's takeaways. We enjoyed the film. I know some people were upset about the ending, but again, I always love films that you interpret your own ending or you don't necessarily, it's not tied off in a nice little neat bow. I think that the film overall was very well done.
Dell said Harris was brilliant. Oh, and Moonlight, yes.
Dell,
that's such a good film.
Yeah, now, that's a film that really showed range. for me in terms of a dramatic. Again, like she's just a great actress overall.
Yeah.
So anytime you get to see her in anything, it's so different. Sometimes the role she takes just shows the how uniform she can be in terms of like, oh, I'm not singular. I can do everything at this point.
Yeah,
I need to
so
see in a comedy. I have no doubt that she can do that too.
yeah. Since that, so I checked my Voodoo Fandango at home and see that I already have a copy of The Good Liar in my library. I just never watched it. Oh, yeah, check it out. Like I said, Kira has seen it before, but I hadn't. But I
Mhm.
really enjoyed it. Wayne says Sunshine, Moonlight, Boogie. Yep. Oh, you gonna say something there?
Oh no, the only thing I was thinking about with both films too was it's interesting with The Good Liar is Helen Mirren's character. She's playing like the widow. I think that when you actually learn more about her story and see kind of where she is currently in life, that wasn't lost on me too. In terms of,
Mhm.
I can be very low, right, in terms of my circumstance, maybe social economic status, and still revenge, and I can be very affluent and very prominent, and that doesn't mean that revenge at its core doesn't affect the individual the same way.
Mhm.
So we still are motivated, even if we have like this beautiful life now and everything is great. Like it's still nope. I have
Oh
everything
yeah.
I want. I don't have what I need, and that's revenge.
Yeah. And like you said too, you can't really move on unless you have that closure or that justice, which we see with these two characters. When you get that revenge or that, that
Oh yeah.
justice, you
Well,
can't
you know
really
what's
move.
so interesting? I don't know. With these two films, you might differ, Mika. I don't even think it's closure. I think it is. I need you to feel what I have felt in the weight of that, the loss of it. Like
Mhm.
if I can get you to a place of emptiness and like pain that I've carried, that's what I want. That doesn't give me closure. Just makes me happy.
Well, I think it can be a form of closure because maybe that's
Yeah.
what you need to kind of wrap up this story. Your closure might be that revenge. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
think if you are still carrying this hurt, this trauma, this burden, you are looking for some form of closure to be able to move on because obviously you haven't.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm always interested in the people who might seek revenge and they still don't feel closure. I mean, they
Mhm,
felt good in the midst of the actions, but that they might say, "Oh no, I still don't have any closure." Versus
mhm.
people who do. I'm sure
Yeah,
it's different for everyone. Some people
yeah. Because
still
what's
have
the
closure, some people
cost?
don't.
Sometimes you got to look at what's the cost. The
Mm.
cost to get that justice too. The cost can be really high. So is it worth it? And sometimes they say, I don't know, but sometimes they say you have to forgive for not the other person, but for yourself. But I mean, what these characters did, I would have to do the same thing
Yeah,
probably.
well, I'll say what I will say, if I had to choose between my actions, I'm more the good liar. The Wasp, no, I'm not doing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Absolutely not.
I don't know
Okay.
if I
I
would.
mean, I'm not doing all that. I
Yeah,
still
I don't know
got
if I would
a lot
go.
in me. I still want to do a lot.
Yeah, wow. Because and Kira, when you talked about how they confront when they get that closure, I just noticed in each scene, and we talked about that like the one room setting in the Wasp. It was we kind of had that too in the Good Liar too. If you think about it with the
Oh,
chair,
we did. We
I
did.
thought I thought that was
We did.
interesting too.
Oh, yeah, we did. Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, there are scenes in this film when they're both confronting. The two title characters are together confronting one another.
yeah. Oh, it's crazy. Okay, let me just go through these. TG said, "I know the feeling of getting something, but don't get around to watching it in about a month." Oh yeah, so many good movies to
And
watch.
TV series, and at this point, overwhelmed. We have a rolling list, a rolling watch list, and yes, and we will get to it, but not as quickly as I would like to. It's just too much.
Hmm.
So many things to consume.
And Wayne says self-centered evil people don't care if they do the wrong things. I know. They
Mhm.
don't.
The fact that what was the friend's name? Natalie's character name?
Carla.
Oh, Carla. And the fact that you guys, you know what always perplexes me is the people who have done bad things or have ill intentions or have not bettered themselves and they have kids. Like sometimes I'm
Oh,
just like, oh my God, I'm taken aback by that. And you know what I will say is I think in the Wasp, you don't really know, it doesn't really give you much in terms of Carla to know if like where we have seen her, like she's made some changes,
no,
but
I
she
didn't get
definitely,
that.
no, what I mean by that is she's definitely someone that I think had an opportunity to really take accountability. versus in The Good Liar, I felt like Ian McKellen's character, he was never gonna. This
Yeah,
man was
Roy.
like in what 70s. Like I just felt like sometimes I just feel like I always like to believe, girl, if you 90, you can change at 91. Hey, while I'm still breathing there, hey, I can change.
Yeah, Roy was.
But yeah,
Yeah.
he was lost to the sauce for me. He was not going to change. I would have been shocked, honestly. Where I was like, I was kind of hoping, like, oh, maybe. Okay, no.
No, TG said The Good Liar has some award nominations, but The Wasp hasn't had any award nominations. The Wasp went under the radar to me. It came out in 2024. We watched it. We had heard about that movie beforehand, and we watched it pretty much when it came out. I don't hear anyone talking about it. Usually when I say The Wasp, people think I'm talking about the Marvel movie. No one knows what I'm talking about, but this movie, yeah, really went under the radar. But it's so good.
And hopefully we can get people and that's the whole focus of this segment too. Sometimes is like we hopefully are bringing films to people's attention, especially on our On Your Radar segment, that should be on your radar, that you actually definitely should watch at least once because it's just worth that much.
Wayne said a newer live chat, oh, Sinners and Weapons. Oh, okay, like a double feature.
Ooh.
And then Wayne said, how, when, and where did you see these two movies first? So like we said for The Wasp, we saw that pretty much when it came out. It was close to when it was released. Kira has saw The Good Liar a while ago. I recently just saw The Good Liar based on her recommendation and really enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, because we were thinking about, the theme of betrayal and revenge. And we had a list of a couple of films that we were thinking about. And I said, oh, my God, The Good Liar. And then Meka said, oh, I hadn't seen that one. I said, oh, you have to. Kind of explained a little bit about what the film was. And then she thought about The Wasp. And of course, we both saw that. And I said, oh, my God, that's a great one to pair with it.
And then Sin says so many movies and shows, so little time. Yes. And we do a combination, Sin, too, television and films. And then TG said a lot of stuff to do in 24 hours can be hard, so it takes me a while to get around to watching something. Yep, understand.
Oh, I agree, you guys. And think about this. I was just talking to Meka about this. We love music equally. So in my day, I try to say, oh, let me listen to a vinyl record. Let me listen to my curated playlist.
Read a book.
I want to still read a book. Let me read a chapter of the book I want to write. I still like to write. I want to journal. Oh, this TV show, I got to catch up on this one. Oh, there's this TV show. I have to go to episode 3. This movie I have to watch. It just shows you like, and I work. We work.
Yeah.
It's almost like, wow. Yeah, there's not enough time in the day. And by the time the weekend rolls around, you guys, you're trying to just do errands and regular stuff on top of that rolling list. It's a lot.
And then try to throw some exercise in there. Wayne said, could you do a live stream chat of mentioning the most well-known movies you have never seen? For me, examples, never seen a Harry Potter movie, Lord of the Rings. Oh, that might be fun.
That is so fun. Wayne, that's such a good idea. Oh my God, yes, we will plan that. That's actually a really good idea. We actually seen both those movies though you mentioned. So
yeah. And then okay, let's finish it off too, because we do have another stream we're gonna be jumping on. So I don't want to
you guys. Look at that. No time.
Yes. No time. Okay, so we went through the themes, we went through the performances, we went through the film overviews. Let me see. There's some questions. There was one question I had, Kira. I wanted to get your thoughts. I think we kind of talked about that because I was saying at any point I wanted to know, did you sympathize with with any of the characters despite the lies? I don't know.
Well, I think the only characters, okay, and we're not giving anything away, you guys, but you'll clearly understand who the villains are in both, right? And again, if we shared that, it's not giving the movie away by any means, because even if people have things that they've done that are bad, I think the movie tries to get you to determine if these people are redeemable. Are they worth saving from the people they were, especially when we see the flashbacks and when they're confronted, right? So, yeah, that's what I'll say. I'll say...
Oh yeah. I mean, you sympathize. I sympathize
with the people who were victimized. How about that?
Yeah. There was really no redeeming qualities to me for the other individuals.
Yeah. And I'll give you a really good example, you guys. Think about things that have happened to you, and they don't have to be this traumatic thing. Even if you have been wronged in some way or victimized in some way, I think we can all think about situations where we felt that way, and what it means for us for someone to truly say, I am sorry. Like, that was not my intention. And if it was my intention, I apologize. I that's all I can do. And genuinely having that versus people who have done something systematically horrible and they just do not see it in the same eyes, even if it was blatant. Like, what world were you living in? Because I was there. I don't know where you were.
No,
you know what it made me think too? Again, because we don't learn about this in any of the films, right? This is why I love film. It's so unique because a lot of it you have to assume. So even with Ian McKellen's character, I was like, oh my God, who raised him? I mean, you understand like you get little nuggets, but not enough for you to understand much. But I was kind of like, oh, he had to learn this from somewhere. This was his upbringing. Like, sometimes it's just who the person is. And, you know, in the Wasp, when we look at Heather's character, Carla's character, Carla, okay, youth, teens, like some people might say, oh, of course, teenagers are horrible people or they do awful things. And this is the reason why this person was the way they were. Okay, a little bit of that, but there's some people go through the same exact things and they're not doing these things. So I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, it like you said, it was just it's just tough. But I think Wayne said it good. Like he said he was wronged often, but never got sorries. There's many people around him.
Self-centered people. Yep.
Yeah, and it's hard for self-centered people to kind of look inward, and you have to accept that they may not have that. Like you said, if you're dealing with evil people, narcissistic people, people who don't see themselves as having wronged you, then that confounds it as well.
Yeah. And some people are just incapable. I think it's very hard for people to acknowledge that they have done wrongdoing that's been harmful to other people. That's a hard place to be in, for you to truly accept that because of my actions, it caused harm. And so I think that's the disconnect, right? There are people who blatantly, based off of like narcissism, all of those things, where, okay, they're never going to be able to process things the way we need them to. And then there are people who know what they're doing and have no intention of shifting or changing. And then I think that most people fall into an area where it's very hard for them to acknowledge that they've done something wrong, because to do so means that, oh, I've not always been a good person, or that's a lot to accept. It doesn't mean that people can't do it. That's why we're so appreciative when people do take accountability, because at least it's an acknowledgement of the harm you cause.
Yeah, Wayne said it's all about them. Dell said, if you think there are a lot of self-centered people in Australia, why America?
Oh my God, America!
Yeah,
America's got a problem.
Yeah, people running their country. Yeah, and then they only think of themselves. Others don't come in. Yeah. Oh, we have Nanette. Hi, Nanette. How are you?
Hi, Nanette.
Okay, so let's really do our last thing to sell this movie. So I'm going to say, for The Good Liar. Yes. So I said, if you want, both films are all about shock and reveals. Like Kira said, if you like twist, if you like films about betrayal, deceit, leaving you on your edge of your seat, then both these films are for you. Shocking endings, crazy endings. Like,
to me, Wasp is definitely more crazy than the ending is a little bit more intense. Although, I mean, well, again, we just desserts. That's what I'll say.
Jamie said, "I'm surrounded by self-centered idiots." Ugh, I know that. I know that.
It's a horrible space to be in. I tell you,
it is.
That's why I have to remind myself. You know, Meka and I, we differ very much so, more so in terms of the reality that is the world. Like, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I have to remind myself there are good people. There are people who genuinely care and are compassionate and kind. And then you have these self-centered idiots.
Yeah, and I kind
of balance.
Yeah, and you care. I know you absorb your empath. I have to kind of isolate sometimes and stay away from that negative energy. Yeah. Wayne said, which is better out of these movies? To me, it's
hard. You know why it's hard? I think they're both good movies. I think it depends on what you consider as a just ending. So, for example, The Good Liar, the way it ends, I'm satisfied. I'll just say that I'm satisfied where we find both characters at the
Mhm.
end. On
Mhm.
the Wasp, I'm not satisfied
Mhm.
because I don't like where I find at least one of the characters.
Mhm.
Even if I'm holding, okay, there's going to be justice. I'm like, oh, you.
Even though I agree with that, I felt like the Wasp to me would go rank high. Because even though the ending was crazy, I actually that ending sat with me. So just because
Oh, of
of
course,
that,
it sits with you. I was just saying,
yeah, no, but
if
I'm
you
saying
ask
that's
me
how I
the
would pick
opinion,
it.
yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
I get it. Yeah, I just felt more better about the Good
Mhm.
Liar because I said, oh man, and
Mhm.
think about this, you guys. We want people who have been victimized to live the best life possible. It's like they've gone through so much hardship and really just went through it. We want them to be thriving, like just living their best life after they get their revenge. So
Mhm.
that's what I'll say. It's
Yeah.
like the Wasp is realistic because our character took it to a place that for them was going to get the outcome that they felt was going to be cause the most harm and be the most impactful for the people who wronged them.
Mhm.
And again, what I will say is sometimes there's more than one person.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
then I feel like the Good Liar was more in the sense of, yeah, I'm going to cause you harm. You're going to feel it, but I'm not necessarily the reason for the greatest harm in terms
Mhm.
of where I find you. I didn't
Mhm.
leave you like that now.
Okay, let me get you, and then let me see. Nanette said I have a cold, and I'm a little pissed off about something that I heard about is going on in our country now, right now, but I'm not going into that. Oh,
Oh no.
sorry to hear that, Nanette.
Oh, Nanette,
Um,
so sorry.
okay, let me see.
And Nanette, I know it's probably not the same, but every day that I'm here in America, I'm just
Yeah, I feel you.
girl,
The wo-
getting through.
And TG said the world has some crazy dummies in the US, so I can understand why people have an opinion. They
Oh
do.
gosh, yeah. Wow.
And then Wayne says, "Sounds like I will watch The Good Liar." Read spoilers about the Wasp. Wayne, why did you read the spoilers?
Oh, Wayne, still watch it, but start with the Good Liar and circle
Yeah.
back.
Wayne said, "I have a very inconsiderate neighbors, no regard for public peace." Oh, I understand that,
We totally
Jamie.
understood that, and only till recently we've been living in peace and tranquility. So I feel
Mhm.
your pain there because that's
Mhm.
just again people blatantly disregarding other people.
Yeah.
Don't take revenge though.
Yeah, don't take revenge, Jamie. Jamie said I added both of these movies to my watch list. Ooh, awesome.
Oh, let us know what you think. I always want to hear back from people when they actually watch it.
Yeah, that was a good one, The Beekeeper.
Oh yes. Oh, that was really
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
And Jamie said, Jamie, I'll do you one better. I wish that it was just my neighbors that were idiots, but most of my family, or 90% of my family, are just, oh, yeah. And when
Yeah.
it's family, Lord.
But one thing I will say, Nanette, is that as adults, the one beauty we have in terms of our family is we choose how much we wish to engage.
Mhm.
So if I speak to you once a week and that's what I can take once a week, if it's once a month, I mean,
Mhm.
I know sometimes circumstances can be trying depending on if you're living with
Yeah.
family that are causing you
Mhm.
strain and hardship. But my hope is that, yes, we don't necessarily choose our family. And sometimes we love them, but we don't necessarily like them. But hopefully we can shift how much we engage for our peace of
Mhm.
minds.
Mhm. Yep. And Dell's he said TJ said did you checked out. Oh no, I haven't heard of that.
Oh, noted though. We
Yeah.
will.
I hope I didn't miss that, TG. Okay, I'll put that on my I'll note that.
Oh,
That
yes, we will note it for sure.
okay. And then Dell said he's gonna watch both, but probably The Good Liar first.
Oh, yes,
Um
still. And let
yeah,
us know what
Wayne,
you think.
yep, and Wayne says sadly your country has a villain. Oh, oh my god. Ah,
Okay,
Lord.
Wayne, we'll accept it, Wayne. It's all right.
Yeah. We just gotta He said, yeah, I feel the same way. How can people say they're smart and put some idiot as the government system? That's all I'm gonna say.
That's enough
Yes,
said. Enough said. We
yes.
understand.
We
We're
understand.
here. We're on the
We're
same
here.
page.
We're on the same
Very
page.
much. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, then Annette said, and I appreciate you saying you hope I feel better. Oh, yes, Annette.
Of
We're going to be
course. Oh
sending
my gosh. Always.
positive, good vibes your way. Yes.
Manifesting it.
Oh, thanks, TG. He said, good show, ladies.
Oh, thanks, you guys. And we're going to wrap it up,
Yeah.
everyone. Again, we hope to see, I think we'll be, you guys, we're planning to probably, I don't know, this Sunday's kind of tough, you guys. We're going to try to aim for a pre-recorded episode because we do have to travel out of state for a family event next Sunday. And so we'll do our best to either do a pre-recorded or you'll definitely see this the following week.
Yeah, an alternate date. Yep. And then
an alternate date. Yep.
And after this, we're heading over to Patrick's channel. I think I shared it in my link. So we'll be over there talking about the film Cut Bank, which was really good. We just recently saw that.
So good.
Yeah. Well, it was crazy.
It was all-star cast too, you guys. But join us over there if you have the time. But thank you always for tuning in. And we appreciate everyone in the chat. Always great dialogue. And like we said, we're here for a good time, not a long time.
Yeah. So if you guys want to, like we said, we'll be on I always say half cheetah will view with Patrick at 8 p.m. But thank you guys for tuning in. Always giving us great questions. We appreciate it. Thank you, TG, Jamie, Dell, Just Moody just came in, Wayne, Corey. I see you too, Corey just came in, Nanette, Mama Blu-ray. Just awesome. And hopefully I didn't forget anybody, but thank you guys so much.
And Meka, I'll just kind of plug this because we had people just joining in. We appreciate any time you jump in. But if you miss the episode, catch the replay, watch the films, share, comment, like, let us know what you think.
Oh, yes, that's good too, Kara. I always forget about that liking.
I'm trying.
I know we're trying. Oh, and Sin. Thank you, Sin, too, for stopping by.
Sin. Oh, my God, we love Sin and the Nets.
Okay, yes. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.